Hello everybody and welcome to the video. So this is the next video in the series on the direct path. We've been focusing on objects, the objective world. We've seen that all the world arises in awareness. There's no solid objects out there. You think, oh well there are, but no, do the experiments again. Solidness arises in awareness. It all arises in awareness. That's what we've seen. If it's still not, you haven't got it, have a look at it again. Right, so everything arises in awareness. Now, we've also seen how the body as an object also arises in awareness. Now, so we've got kind of to the stage where it's a bit like a dream. I'm not saying it's a dream, it's an analogy. Now, in a dream, everything is definitely awareness. You know this for sure. You know that everything is just made up of consciousness in a dream. But we still have a sense of duality. We still feel that it's my body in the dream that's touching things, that's feeling things, that's seeing things. But in reality, we know that the eyes aren't seeing. The seeing is just arising, or it's part of the whole thing. It's you yourself that is the seeing, and it's just awareness in the dream. It's not because your eyes are receiving any light. When you touch something in the dream, the hand doesn't do the touching. There's a feeling of touching which arises. And so what we're going to focus on now is the subject part. So we're going to, as if I just appeared to you in a dream and said, look, your body is not actually the thing that's doing the sensing. It's just the sensing is arising. Your body isn't doing it. That's what we're going to look at. This is the point where we get to, if you've seen The Matrix, where Morpheus goes to Neo and says, oh, red pill or blue pill. And the only problem is I can't remember which pill is which, so good luck. No, you're not going to go mad, not until you get to the mind section anyway. So here we're going to look to see if it's like in a dream that we are not actually, the body is not the thing that's doing all the feeling, okay? So in this experiment, you need a chair to sit on, a table, a fork with a piece of fruit on it. Now, the first step is seeing. So you just let colors arise. So there are colors there. And we did do this a bit, we did actually do this as we did the body experiments and the world experiments. We did the part of the subject, but here we're going to focus specifically on the subject to just kind of loosen that feeling that you are the body. So you let the colors arise, and with your vision, with seeing those colors, can you see the thing that's seeing? Now, you can see your hands, you can see your body. Now, can you see the things that seeing your hands and your body? And you think, well, I've got eyes that are doing the seeing, but can you see your eyes? And then this way we're getting into conceptual thought. We're getting away from direct experience. Direct experience in the dream, like in the dream, the things are just being seen. You can't actually see the seer. There's definitely arising in awareness of seeing, and that seeing is nothing other than awareness. But can you see the seer? Okay, now we do hearing. So you close your eyes and you listen to the sounds. Maybe there's the fridge, or maybe there's cars outside. Maybe you can hear me talking if you're doing this while you're watching. Now, in that hearing, you hear the noises arising in awareness. Can you hear the hearer? Is there something doing the hearing there? If there was, what would that be like? I mean, what would that sound like? If you can hear something doing the hearing, is that just not part of the hearing itself? So that is also just the hearing, and then the hearing is just a form of knowing, and this knowing is just awareness. So we can't find any subject here. There's just hearing arising. Now we do the touching. So you touch the table. Keep your eyes closed, or you can look if you want. Touch the table, and you can feel the touching. So you can feel the contact. Now, can you actually feel the thing that's doing the touching? Is it, or is there just touching there? There's just a feeling of touching in awareness. There's not touching and touching, it's touching. And that touching is just rising in awareness. There's not really, we've got a conceptual toucher here, but without going into concepts, which we'll break down later when we go into the mind, there's just touching arising in awareness. It's like in a dream. There's not really anybody doing the touching if you just focus on the sense of touching. Now we'll do smelling. So you pick up the piece of fruit on your fork and hold it to your nose and close your eyes and smell. So you smell. Now, you may feel things, you may feel an itchy nose, but that's a nose, that's a sensation, it's not a smelling. Can you smell anything that's doing the smelling? Is there smelling and smelling within the smell? Is it two things or is it just one thing, just one smelling? Okay, now take a small bite of the piece of fruit that you have and chew it and let the flavor fill the mouth. Now, you have many sensations in your mouth. You may have a temperature, it might be a cool piece of fruit, or you can feel the tongue and the movement as well. But those are not actually the tasting. With the tasting, can you taste the taster? Is there a taster there doing the tasting, or is it just tasting arising in awareness? Okay, so there we go. Now, so as you see, our experience, our direct experience, when you don't go into concepts and, I know what's happening really. When we just look at our direct experience, it is the same as in a dream. There is no, we can't find the body as the feeler or the body as the thing that's doing the sensing. There is sensing arising in awareness at the and that is all there is. If we don't look into, we can tie together the different parts of experience. You can say, well, I'm touching. It's the thing that's touching that's doing the tasting. The tongue is doing the tasting, so it's the touching that's doing the tasting. But those are two different senses. And if you're stuck on that, then there is the video that I made previously about combining the senses. And we can see that if there's no object outside awareness found in each of the different senses, then adding them together doesn't prove anything either. And this has been proven with the, Molyneux problem as well. So if you're unsure about that, go back and check that video. Right, so I hope that was useful. The next thing we're going to go on to pain. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to get you to touch your toes. It's something that makes us feel that this is really reality. When something hurts, you think, well, if non-duality is true, then you should be able to remove the pain. But around pain, other than a strong sensation, there's lots of thoughts, lots of judgments, lots of feelings that I shouldn't be feeling this. I'm going to never be able to do that again, or I'm going to have a big scar, or all these other things that are around it that make it feel more real. And we're going to look at that in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.